CBS News has exclusively obtained a list of more than 1,000 AmeriCorps grant programs terminated in recent weeks by the Trump administration. AmeriCorps is the federal agency that helps support and launch national service projects and volunteerism. This is video from February when dozens of AmeriCorps volunteers came together to help those impacted by flooding in Southwest Detroit. In total, 44 programs in Michigan have been cut, with 5 of those right here in Detroit. These programs include groups that help fight homelessness, support people impacted by addiction, offer companionship for local seniors, and reduce crime in Detroit neighborhoods. For more on the report, we're joined by CBS News correspondent Scott McFarland. And Scott, these projects and programs all seem to be incredibly beneficial to these communities in a good way. So why would they be cut in this way?
The Trump administration has defended its cutting of AmeriCorps, saying that AmeriCorps has had financial problems, audit problems, and has been wasteful with money. That's the broad view, but locally, this has been impactful, both the grants and the programs and the cuts. I spoke with Wayne State University, which helps coordinate AmeriCorps services in the city itself, talking about projects that help board up some abandoned buildings to prevent more crime in those areas, prevent drug use in abandoned buildings. Wayne State says their AmeriCorps program has yielded tens of thousands of volunteer hours in recent years. That grant is halted. So are ones downriver in West Michigan as well. This is pervasive across the country. Our CBS News investigation found more than 1,000 AmeriCorps programs halted nationwide, more than half of them in states won by President Trump.
In 44 programs, that's significant. What does this say about the president's priorities?
Well, if AmeriCorps is wasteful, which is an argument the Trump administration is making, it is a connective tissue to the other initiatives inside the administration to root out waste. That's why there have been so many layoffs inside federal agencies, including those impacting Detroit and the rest of Southeast Michigan. Whether it's wasteful or something the president doesn't prioritize, that's somewhat in the eye of the beholder, but more cuts are coming. The Republican Congress is keen on extending tax cuts by the end of the year, and they will have to make spending cuts to do so, which means more federal programs are likely to get axed.
Yeah, you said more cuts are coming, and at least 2 lawsuits have been filed over these cuts. What can we expect next? I feel like a lot of Americans just bracing themselves right now.
A lot of this is going to go through the courts. There are 300 plus federal lawsuits now filed against Trump executive orders or Trump administration decisions. There are Democratic states attorneys general and some of the AmeriCorps grant recipients themselves who have filed suit to reverse those cuts. That's going to take months to hash out in the courts. And in the meantime, those grant terminations, including the ones connected to Wayne State, are in effect immediately.
All right. CBS News correspondent Scott McFarland, thanks for breaking down that new report for us.